How y'all doing, folks? It is I, your friendly neighborhood Stately. That can only be one thing. I'm still alive. Two things. Means I'm still alive and we're going to play some Minecraft. Two things. How y'all doing today, folks? We are here on our PvE build server. Our PvE SMP MC112 server. Yeah, that's kind of a mouthful. It's going to be hard to sell that way. So here's a farm we've been working on. It's grown in nicely. I still need to get some armor for these scarecrows because they're not very scary right now. Then again, there aren't really any crows to scare in Minecraft, so it's all kind of a theoretical exercise anyway. What I'm thinking we might do though is replace these pens here with a barn and set up a larger pasture somewhere. Possibly back here. There's plenty of space. There's just this big ridge in the way. Squid farms are a pain in the ass, unfortunately. They never really seem to work right on multiplayer servers. But, you know, give it a go. There's some pretty simple designs for them. They just never seem to spawn anything. Still don't know what that is. Let's go have a look. That said, today I think what we're going to do is try to make an elevator for Joker's skyscraper. Idea is to use an elevator block but have some switches that allow you to choose the level. And we're going to have to see exactly how to go about that. This is... I don't know what this is. Let's see. Breeder? No?
No, that was DJ's old base.
Chicken farm.
Oh,
I think.
that's a chicken. Maybe.
No, it might well be DJ's. I just couldn't quite work out what it was. Yeah, I used to do that. I should consider going back to doing that. Did he just kind of evacuate the place?
Yeah, he moved over to
This is
Dreamhaven.
this is magic right here. Well, fair enough. It's not like it's a huge eyesore or anything, and it's not particularly in the way. Just a minor eyesore. Hey Noble, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Are we going the wrong way? No, this is right. It's on the other side of this ridge. Hey, check it out. I found civilization again. Good stuff. Quick heads up, guys. Today's stream might be a little short. I'll let you know as soon as I know more. You're just here for the qubits. Oh, well, fair enough. Friendly reminder, guys. Alright, Zix, don't die. Today's the last day to vote for our mod pack for our second modded server. I think the results are pretty much in, but if you do want to vote or want to change your vote, today's your last chance to do that. Alright, let's head over to Joker's place and see what we're working with. So we have the elevator head. I'm sure you're all familiar with that. And music loud again. I don't know why my audio mix seems to be different every time I start streaming. It's not like I'm constantly fiddling with this stuff. Let's just turn down the entire audio mix a little bit and see how it goes. Okay. That's Ruben's tower. Still a work in progress, obviously. I'm not sure what's going on here. Somebody set something up here. He said. So the gray and purple one there is Joker's. and we're going to try to get some kind of elevator set up where you can select multiple floors. The simplest plan would probably be to have like 2 elevators. But let's look around back, see how much space we have.
Yeah, do what you think is best, and I'll just work around it.
Yeah, I'm a little unsure about how to set this up. We could do like 2 elevators like we discussed briefly with 2 floors each. That would probably be reasonably easy to do.
Or I can just buy enough elevators and make
Just
this
buy
like
5
an
elevators. They're not that expensive,
Yeah, and just
but
no, they're not, and I can just make, you know, put 1 over here, 2 over on this side, 1 here, and 2 on this side, and call it good.
well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna see what I can come up with. But maybe I'll dork around on planning a little bit first before I start hacking away at your build. Yeah, building it out a little at the back shouldn't be too much of an issue, I guess. We need to have... Oh God, we need sticky pistons before we do anything else. We need at least 4 or 5 sticky pistons. Does anybody have slime balls? Is that a thing that we still don't have any of?
I think I do. I'm not sure if they're in my ender chest or if they're back at my other base. Let me check.
Roger that.
I do have slime balls here with me. Yay.
How many do you have?
A stack.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. You are probably in possession of every single slime ball on the server. Oh, you said that out loud. Now everybody's going to want slime balls off you. So let me head over to planning and see if there's anything good I can come up with. This is kind of a fun little redstone build idea, and I'd like to at least see if it's viable before I decide to be lazy and do something completely different. Let's see, plots, list, mine. Let's just go to, I don't know, plots. This one? No, but this one should be fine. Well, this one. What do you mean rules for shop building? Okay, here we go. So in theory, right, what we'd want is basically elevator, right? Simple. And the idea behind the elevator blocks is that they will push you up basically until you hit your head, and then they'll push you out. So what we need to do is come up with a way to push out a piston at the desired level. Let's go about this high. This should be enough. So you have the entrance. Let's say you have the floor. This would be a 2-story elevator setup. How tall are your floors, Joker?
I think the bottom floor is 5 blocks, and then I think the rest of them are 4.
So 3 block high interior and then 1 block between them?
Oh, no. 5 block, and then 1 block, and then 4 blocks, and then 1 block. So it's like 6.
There's 5 blocks from floor to floor, basically.
Yeah, roughly, yes.
Let's go double check that. It's kind of what I have penciled in, so that would work great. Yeah, turkey was on a little bit earlier, not very long. But, so, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 blocks. 4 blocks of space. That's fine. Really? Can I not spell planning now? I'm smart. And what's going on? There we go. Well, not a lot. I mean, you're basically selling convenience when you sell stuff like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but people aren't going to give you a whole lot of Q-bucks for it. Especially since there's public farms. Putting 1 more floor on top to kind of get a better idea. Okay, so we don't have actual head blocks on here. There's no way to test an actual elevator, but that's not really the point of this exercise. The point of this exercise is to come up with a way to use an elevator. Okay, so this is a design that would have 2 pistons for 3 floors. And I need to, let's see, put down the pistons. And we'll use a different material for the actual blocks that get pushed, just because it's more visually recognizable. So that would be a very, very, very simple elevator shaft. And the idea would be that maybe you'd have a button that would extend this piston if you wanted to go to the 2nd floor, and a button that would extend this piston if you wanted to go to the 3rd floor. And if you don't press any buttons, you'd go all the way up to the top. Now, the problem is, what do you do when you want to clear it, when you want to not go up to the top? Because just like putting levers in is kind of silly, because you'd have to turn all the levers off. So like a locking repeater or something might be an option. And I'm wondering if there's an easier way to do it than a locking repeater, because, you know, you could do a locking repeater on the ground floor and just run the redstone up. But I don't know. Use a button thingy. Thank you, Noble, a button thingy. Like a button lock. Yeah. That's exactly what I was trying to say, somewhat clumsily, I guess. But here's an idea. What if we use... I'm kind of trying to think this through as I build, so bear with me.
It's all good, man.
And this might also end up being just too big and clunky to be viable, but I just want to try it. Let's see. The same thing here. This would have to be a regular piston. Here, regular piston here. Not here. There. So one of these pistons would push the block out of the way. What that means is, let's say I put a redstone signal on this side, it would push the block out of the way and this guy would retract, right? And I could do that all the way down, so you'd have a single button to retract everything. I know, that's, I've had a plan to do that for a while, actually, where you put money into something and it just outputs a redstone signal to a block of your choice. I've just never quite gotten around to it because there's always a million things I need to do and I don't have a million time. But it's on the list. One of these days it'll probably end up happening. Oh, these are sticky pistons again. That's not what I was trying to do. Pay to use XP farms, right? Or portal access. You could set something up that like dispenses animals in minecarts using something like that. You could have toll roads if you were so inclined. So the nice thing with this is it works as a latching switch, right? I power it. When I unpower it, it stays on. Right? So what we would do then is we would have a button for each floor. Let's say I wonder if you could use a dial encoder. I wonder if you could use a dial encoder. So check this out. This is maybe a dumb idea, maybe genius. Nope, dumb idea. Didn't take me that long to work it out, at least. I mean, normally when
because I have no idea what the idea was.
Yeah, well, I'm not even sure what it was. That's kind of why I decided it was a dumb idea. Normally it takes me like 4 or 5 hours of testing to work out that something's a dumb idea. So working it out this far in advance is new for me. But let's set up the reset line. That's going to be the easy part.
You're I don't know if it's just Discord, but you're cutting out kind of choppy.
That's probably Discord. Discord uses a noise gate that you can't really turn off. Why? Yeah, okay, that is powering that. And I think there's one potential issue here. There's only a 50% chance that it'll actually line up properly. Yeah, see? Sponsored by Discord, so I get a VIP server. Yeah. I guess that'd be nice. So for this to work cleanly with the redstone ladder, there would have to be an even number of blocks between each floor level.
Yeah, and I know that my bottom floor has 5 blocks.
Well, you can adjust for the bottom floor, but when you go to like the first floor, say the second floor up and the third floor,
Yeah.
the increase in Y is 5, right?
I don't know. Let me make.
Roger. So how do you put a hook in a redstone line? Let's see. Just like this and no. That's properly powered by this, and then I kind of just need to run the redstone up from there, I guess. I need to come up with a good way to skip like one vertical level doing this.
So you're counting the floor itself too?
Basically, just the difference between the ground level on, say, floor 2 and the ground level on floor 3. So the way I have it right now is the interior would be 3 blocks high, and there's 2 blocks between each of them for a total of 5. But that might not be the right way to do it.
Because my floor 2, I'm standing on the carpet, counting up the wall 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next carpet, which is the next floor, is block 5.
Yeah. Okay. So this is accurate. I can't let an off-kilter redstone ladder be a problem though, because we just need to tow up a bit. And I think this requires a slab. There. Like that. And then if I were to, say, break this, they should both retract. What? Okay, now nothing will cause them to retract. That's great. Oh, that's because this isn't correct. Let's see. Alright, solid block here maybe? Might work better. And then put this. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, nobody know. Hey Crower, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Okay, all right. Well, there's always a stupider way to try it. There's always a stupider way to try it. Check this out. Okay, so that's a very simple reset mechanism. You just slap down a button. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go back a little bit so y'all can actually see it when I press the button. Yeah, I mean, could. Ah, poop. Right, because these things don't stick together, do they? Yeah, great. Smart. Clever. I think I'm so smart sometimes. I think I'm so stupidly smart sometimes. Yeah, but now we're talking about multiple stacks of slime balls, and that increases the cost of this whole endeavor rather a lot. So a gravity-weighted block wouldn't work because the redstone isn't powered. I mean, isn't gravity affected. So you'd have to have another piston at the top to push it back. And then you're still running like one single redstone trace all the way up to the top, which is viable. Just perhaps not the best idea ever. So let's think about this. What can we do? You know what, let's approach this from the other side first. Let's start by thinking about how these buttons could work. And hopefully we can kind of improv from there. Right, so we'd want one of these to trigger that, one of these to trigger the one above it, and so forth for elevators that go higher up. And I think we have enough room in theory to do that. We could do something like this, for example. Just a theoretical 3-floor solution here. You could put them on the other side maybe or something as well, and it could still work. What? Oh, come on, Stately. This won't work, right? No. What would work is a solid block with the torches on the side of it. Having this stuff close together like this is kind of a recipe for disaster, but let's just try it for funsies. I don't think these influence each other horizontally, so that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, so we need to invert the signal at that one. I'm not quite sure how to go about doing that. Let's just break this for now. Break that. I think we'd have to go back another block in this case. But if we have to invert signal, let's go back here instead. So this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Really? Nothing? I guess there has to be a redstone trace in between for that to work. That makes the whole thing a whole lot bigger suddenly. Man, why is redstone always so irritating? Put the torch up against the block the button is on. Aren't you clever? How do you get so clever? Yeah, same idea, right? Only now there's suddenly a lot more room to work with here. Now, for the first level here, you can just do this and then that, right? So, press button, piston extracts, pulls back in. Check. Next level up, we go back one. I don't think these will interact with each other. solid block here. Okay, so this one is on this side right now. That's the non-active side. If we press this button, nothing happens. Why not? Why does nothing happen? Oh, because here, that stupid trick doesn't work. I need to... do it like this. We can alternate between the two, and I think not have any interference. All right, DK, take it easy, man. Hang in there. Really? Yeah. Okay. Quasi-connectivity worries me here. You're having mac and cheese. That's technically also a type of noodles. So I don't know if you're really mixing it up at that point. Okay, now at this level we can do... this. Double check, I'm going to move this over manually so that we can make sure that it moved properly when we press the button. And make sure that this one didn't. So the second one is the one we just wired up. And that did close the door here, as you can see. So that's good. We got the first two levels working. I think we can basically repeat this as much as we need. So I'm going to just keep on going here. I'm going to add on to the top so that we can actually see if we can make this work with an arbitrary number of levels, because that's really the point in the end, to get this to work with any number of levels. There are no quest mobs on this server. Nobody ever did the quest mobs on PvE. I adapted them heavily and used them in Tribalcraft, which was kind of fun. Why am I building an elevator? Because I can. I mean, maybe I can. I'm not 100% sure that I can. Because I'm doing a stream and I like to try new things occasionally. It can't all just be barns and houses.
So instead of the back, I think we're gonna need to do a side.
Why's that?
For the room in the room, because of where my stairs are going down.
Oh, I was thinking we'd attach the elevator shaft to the back of the building.
Oh, the actual shaft, yeah, and of course I did an even number, so yeah.
You did an even number? What do you mean? From the ground floor?
So, yeah, so like I don't have a center block.
Oh,
I have two center blocks.
Yes,
yeah.
That's always my bane as well. I'll always forget that I need to either have, you know, an uneven number if I want double wide doors, or an even number if I want symmetry, and I never really think about it until it's too late.
Yeah, so, and that's the way it is for my whole building. It's even.
But
there's no odd.
If this doesn't work out, or if you don't want to turn your building into a redstone monstrosity, there'll be no hard feelings.
Oh no, I want to see how it looks.
I want to see if I can get it to work.
Right?
That's my challenge for today. Can I even do this? What the hell am I doing? No, this is right. I just need to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need to get a sticky piston down here. That was the wrong button. There. That was the wrong location. I can do this. I can totally place a sticky piston. Check it out. And kind of the same idea here. We need sticky piston connected to this, and that will push it into place. No, regular piston here. Because latching repeater, right? So for the third floor, we go back to this pattern here. Like I said, I'm pretty sure these won't interfere with each other if we stagger them like this. And it should be pretty easy to get all of this flush behind the wall, which is of course also an important consideration. Remember guys, if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, you are welcome to join us at play.1mc3.com. I am currently messing around with our planning server, but we have all the servers. And then from here, we just need to get power over to this, right? And that shouldn't be too hard. We can do this. The benefit of this is you can kind of do a custom solution as needed. I mean, here all we have to do is that, and we're good to go. So I am going to once again move this manually, put all of these back. So now when I press the third button, this should extend, causing this block here to extend into the elevator shaft while not touching the other ones. Huh. That's a minor miracle. We're actually getting somewhere here. Ta-da! 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 But the next step is a little more challenging because we need to also retract all of the blocks that we don't want to use. So this can basically be repeated ad infinitum pretty easily, right? It's not, you don't want 12 floors of this because you just have this giant wall of buttons you need to press.
Right.
But for 3-4 floors, it should work just fine. But we still have the issue of how we get power to the retraction pistons on the other side. So we'll have like one here, and these pistons are the ones that will push the redstone block out of the way when you're no longer going to that floor. The map was pre-rendered out to 10,000 by 10,000 blocks, DK, that's correct. So, two issues here. First, we want everything to retract before this signal goes through. Secondly, we want secondly, we don't necessarily need to do everything, right? We only need to do the blocks that are beneath the block you're going to, but I don't know if we're going to get any use out of that little tidbit. Is there an easy way to make redstone signals go down as opposed to up? I don't think there is, actually. It seems like this is the hard half, but I think this might actually be the easy half. I mean, we could just have a reset button on this side. What we could also do is maybe have some kind of lighting mechanism at the bottom. I'm not 100% sure how that would work. So, what do you guys think? Any simple ideas for running a signal all the way down? One thing you can do to run a redstone signal down, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get any mileage out of this, but in theory, you can have a row of hoppers. And then at each hopper you could theoretically place, well, at every other hopper, but that's neither here nor there. Any arbitrary distance between them will work is kind of the point. You could place a comparator and run that into, well, for the sake of argument, let's just go with a redstone lantern. So you put one, oh crap, I have to place this while I'm crouched. Alright, here, let me put down a couple of support blocks just for ease of use. And now if I were to throw something in here, I just get a nice little cascading signal, only I don't for some reason. Why you do this? Did it fall too fast? Is that the problem? Okay, anyways, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If you power them individually, yeah, but you have to power each one, and at that point you're running a redstone ladder up anyway, so kind of defeats the purpose. You have a Villi breeder. You have enough Villis to actually breed something? Is it working? Why are you sad? That's the sad face. You realize that's a sad face, right, TJ? Just asking. Could run a timer. Each of these buttons would have to have a secondary power line. That's kind of the release line. And then put some random stairs in front of it or something. Any of these buttons will light that line, and then you could, let's see, ideally go the other way, right? Under here. That's in the way. That's kind of an essential block. Place it with a step, I suppose. I think that would work. Yeah, that would work. So reset line goes down to the other side. Gotta go down another block here to stay out of the way of all of the existing stuff. But that's, you know, that's fine. The other hub ruined the staircase. Oh, yeah. Turkey did warn that the hub might end up getting a little bit big, and that there might be some damage to some existing staircases and pathways.
Yeah, she's saving all our stuff for us, and once he's done, then we can bring our stuff back up towards it. So it's all good.
Right. This one's good, right? Already off by default. But then what is kind of the problem. Can I just slap something underneath this? I think so. Huh. This might be a reasonably elegant solution. Not quite right. But, okay, so we have two of these things wired up now. If I break this... Yeah, they both extract correctly. So we do the third one, and what we're gonna do here is that one's off. That means this one's also off. That means this shouldn't interfere. Is this even necessary? Can I just power the block beneath it? Because if it doesn't matter, if I can just, you know, put in a little block off to the side, but I don't think this... Actually, I think it will. Nope, that did nothing. Did I break some redstone? Oh, right, because the switch doesn't work. Check. Okay, we just keep going up. Oh. Oh, yeah. So what's happening here is this one's going to power this always. Excuse me. But I don't think that's going to be a deal breaker, because we could just do this. And then get back in line here. Okay. So now, breaking this here expands all three of the reset pistons. And as of right now, what that means is that all of the floors are unblocked and you go straight up to the top. You go to the top floor, which is here, because we don't have a piston up here. So you would add basically a blind button for the fourth floor here that would do nothing but reset all of the lines. And let's grab a button. So this is the open state, right? This is kind of the default state for the thing. It resets everything. If we decide we want to go to the first floor, we press this button. That expands, everything else retracts. We want to go to the second floor. Press this button. And this didn't trigger? So this one hasn't retracted yet. I'm not sure why. Is there anybody here who can hop onto planning? And hey, Ugly Buckling, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Is there anybody who wants to hop onto planning and press some buttons for me so I can like see what's happening here?
I will.
Cool. That one just resets them all. No, it doesn't. Something's wrong with the way this power line is run. So could you press the 4th button, please? Nothing?
Oh, it won't let me use it.
Oh. /trust. No? Okay. Oh. Okay, right. No big deal. Just need to do that. All right.
Do it again?
Press the 4th button again, please.
Okay.
And that has successfully retracted all of them. Now press the 1st one. Second one. Hit the second one again. Okay, we have a timing issue here. Obviously we want the retract to happen before the extend. And the retract is not happening before the extend because reasons. Press the second one again. One more time. Timing. It's trying to trigger, but it's being held back by the first one. So we need to retard the motion on the right here somehow. And I didn't really leave much room for anything, really. So, theoretically this is fine, it just needs a delay mechanism of some kind. And I'm not quite sure how to do that. It would be easier to delay the reset trigger than the ones on this side. Where'd you get that head? Can you hit the third one for me? Can I hit the second one again?
Or I could just break the button.
That's fine too. Whichever you prefer.
I'm getting another button.
You know you can just middle click on the block that you want to use, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
This is odd. It works on the first and the third floor, but not the second floor. Try the third one again. And the second one again? Yeah, it's just timing. Can I just take this out completely? No. No, I cannot. I definitely can't just take it out completely.
Can you put just a piece of redstone down?
No, that'll connect the torches to each other.
Rude.
Right? Very inconsiderate of them. One more time on the second one, please. Yeah, it's like pretty much everything I try to do, it's pretty much doomed to failure, and yet I try. One more time.
Hey, at least he tries. I would be pulling my hair out by now, and
Well, I'm considering that. That's a distinct option.
I think it's pretty cool, but it's complicated.
Yeah, these timing issues are always irritating. But I guess I could like wrap some redstone around it. Like this one's easy. I could easily put a repeater in there. This one, well, what I could do is that there and. No, that's diagonal. That wouldn't work. This would, I think. Try that second one again. Oh, I need a block underneath this. I need to actually power something, don't I? Derp. One more time. That actually works. Seems like the timing's a little iffy, but it does work. One more time. I don't know, that looks pretty good to me. Here, come have a look at the back. I'll go through all the buttons. So first floor is, it's not retracted now, right? It's, yeah, it's currently on the second floor. So we want to go to the first floor. That do the trick?
I think so, yeah.
All right, second floor. And that's the second floor.
Yep.
Third floor. That is the third floor.
Yep.
And the fourth floor, everything's open and you just go all the way up to the top. And I'm betting money.
Yep. You just need
Excuse me, guys. I got a
one more floor.
What's that?
Just need one more floor.
I need one more floor, but I'm betting money we can repeat this indefinitely without too much trouble. Let's go ahead and put the top floor in, though, just so that we're sure that we have a viable model here. I did see the Discord VIP thing, Noble Gas. Is the problem is you need to have like a gazillion followers to get Discord VIP. And I'm not sure there's even a whole lot of benefit, to be honest. Okay, so now we have a fourth floor. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We put in the sticky piston, the stickiest of pistons, the dankest of pistons, folks. And we put in the redstone block. We put in the non-sticky piston. Yeah. Then we put in another non-sticky piston here. So this only needs one sticky piston per floor. The other ones are non-sticky, so the cost shouldn't be too bad. Getting this up to there shouldn't pose too much of a problem. just like that. Can you press the 4th button real quick? And that reset it neatly. And then the next thing we need to do is we need to run the 4th floor. So we're staggering this so that the redstone lines don't interfere with the adjacent ones. And this will basically be a repeat of the 2nd floor, only it goes up higher.
Wait a minute, you're doing that on the 4th block, which does the reset.
They all do the reset.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, look at this little line here. It's separate from the other lines, but that's the reset line. So every button that you press will reset it. It's just the last one is only hooked up to the reset line.
Oh, got it.
And then we just go up and up and up. And the nice thing about these redstone ladders is you don't have to worry about signal strength. The disadvantage is there's a built-in delay. And we might have to come up with a specific timing option. Let's see, is this going to be an issue? No, I'm simply going to put a repeater here so that it doesn't interfere. Can you press the 3rd button? No problem there. And then from here we just do... Wait, that's on? No, we don't want it on, we want it off. So let's go up one more level. I think we have space. Yeah, that's off. And then I think we need to put that there just so that there's something to power. And then we'll put the repeater delay in here again. Okay, try the 4th button. We need more delay on the 4th button, I think. So we'll put a 2nd repeater on here. Try it again. Slightly less than 10. Well, potentially slightly more. I don't know. How many people are there with polydactyly? Can you try that again? It's doing the timing thing again. It's being bad.
Rude.
Very rude. We need to delay it farther. The farther up you go, the more significant the delay becomes, I think. One more time. Oh, no, that's not the problem at all. It's not properly powering the piston is what the problem is. Easy fix. We'll actually just go down one block here. Put some redstone here, and put a delay on that, and try it again. Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful elevator. Now let me put the 5th switch in here. So let's try from the start. 1st floor. Check.
Check.
2nd floor.
Check.
3rd floor.
Check.
4th floor.
Nice.
And 5th floor. What do you know?
Yeah.
So, all things considered, that is... There's one thing right here. This would be better off if it were somehow... What was I thinking here? Because this is like the only block that sticks out farther than 3 blocks behind the wall. And if we can get rid of this, the whole thing gets 1 block shallower. So this guy is on, and this guy is off. Is it just because of the delay that I need to build in? I think it might be. Let's have a quick look here. If we redstone this and then put this directly underneath it facing that way. Can you try the second floor real quick? Okay, that's not gonna fly. Okay, let's try to squeeze it on the inside instead. So what we can do is redstone. Redstone. Block. And that actually leaves us room for a repeater in case we need to time things better. Try it again. Second floor. Okay. Not quite. Let's do... I think the problem here is that this technically isn't actually running into it. Zombie tried to sneak up on you and the golem defended you. Excellent. That's what golems are for, man. They your bros. Now I need to invert it. Which I can do. This is a little sloppy. Now it's not connected to that. This is, I'm just trying to save a block of depth here. This isn't essential, but it would be nice.
Be right back, Stately. I'm going to help DJ with something.
Roger that. And now I've lost my timing device, so let's extend the delay on this. It's still too fast. And because I now have it just laddered straight up, there's no place for me to build in a delay anymore. Which is unfortunate. Most unfortunate. Okay, off and... This won't fly because, you know, I'm already sticking out more than I want to. Ooh, didn't want to break that one. And Toes, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Robert Summers, I don't know what you said, but it was automatically redacted by the spam-a-majig. My apologies for that, on the off chance that what you said was, you know, not profane. Or a link. Or a profane link. Okay, so the only real issue here is I want to get power from here into here. The way it's set up now, I need an inverter, and I want to be able to create a delay. Because if I can't create a delay on that second floor block, the retractamajig won't be done triggering. Well, alright, so maybe instead of worrying about that, we worry about shortening the pulse by using a pulse limiter here. Which would basically just go like... Well, there's still the issue of getting it properly into the signal line, but in theory, if we make this pulse shorter, is that how we want to do that? Definitely not the most elegant way, is it? Is this even right? Am I even doing this right? Let's double check. And somehow that remains powered. That's not supposed to happen. Why is that remaining powered? Right now it's... Alright, now it's obviously not. Never quite wrap my head around this one. And I can't really see what's going on. That doesn't help. Okay, if I stand just right over here, what am I doing? Why am I lowering this? Changing the level. Welcome. How you doing? Okay, anyway, what I've done now serves no purpose whatsoever. I'm trying to build a small pulse limiter here. And failing. Failing spectacularly. Okay, let's try this again. Sticky piston. Diorite. I mean, the diorite's not mandatory, obviously. Redstone repeater. Hey, you're back.
Yippers.
Yippers. Alright, I'm going to... Okay, now it's not passing the signal through at all. I'm not even getting a weak pulse. Or am I? Can you press any button, please?
No, but I can break them.
Try that again. No, that's good, actually. That's exactly what we need. We just need to be one block higher up. So... just trying to be consistent here with the material choices. Not that that matters. And this would actually work with gravity-fed piston as well. I could just put gravel on top of it. Alright, take one more stab at it. Any button will do.
Oh, and remember, you gotta have room for the elevator block itself.
Well, the elevator block goes here. So that should be okay. That goes directly under the shaft. This is going under the shaft, and then we have slabs at the bottom. Can you press that button again? I'm apparently doing something stupid here. And... okay, can you press button 2? Press button 2 again, please. Alright, I messed up the power on this line again, because I'm smart. But by limiting the pulse on the other side, we should solve a lot of these issues. Alright, button 2 one more time. One more time. Come on, how hard can this be? Oh, derp. And one more time on button 2. Oh, poop. One more time. Why is that not triggering? All right, let's turn off the delay here and see if that helps. Can you try one more? I'll stop saying it one more time. Okay, press button 2, please. And
I don't mind.
Press button 1. Okay, now none of them are triggering.
Rude.
Mostly because that delay timer. Let's try button 2 again. I got these big old delays built in here. Turn it all the way down. One more time.
Button 2?
Yes, please. Button 1. Button 3. Button 4. Button 5. And one more look at button 2. It works. Yay. I'm so happy. Sorry. So what this means basically, if this is the back wall of your building, this thing is going to be 1, 2, 3 blocks deep, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks wide, including the elevator shaft. Now you need a little bit of space underground here. I could move this somewhere else if that's going to be a problem with your basement.
No, because we're gonna have to push this like all the way outside of the building.
Yeah, this is gonna be outside of the
yeah,
build,
so
right?
It won't interfere with the basement.
So I think the first thing... What's that, Ruben? What hurts? So I think the first thing we need to do is just go and work out where to put the elevator shaft. Your friend just blew a dog whistle and you heard it. Are you, and don't take this question the wrong way, Ruben, but are you in fact a dog? They always say on the internet nobody knows you're a dog. Oh, right, we're not in creative anymore. Now I can take fall damage again. If you want to, it might make more sense to like put it in a corner, because it's like if the elevator shaft were here, you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'd have 5 buttons for the floors. You'd lose one of your stairways, but you'd still have the other one.
Yeah, losing the stairway wouldn't be. Losing this stairway wouldn't bother me. No, just ignore the dirt. I was thinking. I was just checking to see what it would look like with
multiple elevator shafts.
Yeah.
But
Just
it could
to
also
see.
go on this side. So the thing is only 3 blocks deep. If you were to put it, you lose some volume, right? Your top floors are a little smaller than your bottom floor.
Right.
So, and that's how you have those shafts set up. If you were to do it on like this side with the elevator shaft here,
Yeah.
you'd have the buttons next to it. You lose some detail on this side, but you could still work around the exterior with the decorative blocks the same way you've already done. I don't know how important symmetry is to you.
I don't really care.
Not too worried about that. And then this is the sidewall all the way up. It doesn't go any farther in than this.
I can't remember.
Well, let's dirt pillar up and find out.
There you
So
go.
theoretically,
Just feel free to break or whatever.
yeah,
'cause-
I'll try to be as unobtrusive as possible. But theoretically, if you were to put the elevator shaft in this nook here, or 1 block back from this nook, so you actually have kind of an entryway, you would go. And this will take a little bit of customization because the bottom floor here is not the same size as the other ones. Yeah, you'd go straight
Right.
up. So the only question you need to ask at that point is whether you want the elevator shaft to be sunken against the back wall or if you want it to protrude a little bit. You can do it either way pretty easily. I'm nervously indecisive about which piece of junk I can throw away. I'm always like that. Like, but what if I
There's
need
a
those 2 sticks? I think I can live without the eggs. But I'd suggest just setting it back 1.
Yeah, we can. I mean, they can set out for sure.
Right. So you want to have like 1 block of space and then like have the entryway here, which would mean the elevator block would be here. 1 block down from here, actually. Maybe you want to go 1 block farther back because otherwise everything ends up
You hit
falling
my
down
basement.
into your basement. Oh, that was the wrong piece of wood. Hold on. I am trying to make an elevator. And DJ is dying inside, but that's his like favorite hobby, so don't take it that the wrong way. Okay, so we put the see the wool back here. Elevator shaft goes there. And that's kind of the basics. In theory, we should be able to get this set up and working.
I'm gonna put you down a build chest.
Roger that.
Right over here by the waterfall.
So the way this is set up now, you'll basically just have a little walkway from the elevator shaft to the floor you're on. So the shaft will be like set back 1 block from the main building. If you want to move it in, we could move the base of the elevator up a block so that it doesn't interfere with your basement. In which case, the elevator block... Do you have an elevator block on you by any chance? Did you already pick it up?
Eels. Actually picked up 2 of them, but looks like we're only going to need 1 of them.
Well, there's, you know, maybe like the freight elevator or the emergency elevator or something.
True. Or, you know, I'll use it somewhere else.
Right. No refunds, returns, or exchanges on elevator. All sales are fine. This would work okay. You could just put a slab on the bottom. You'd step like half a block up to get to the elevator.
So where would all our buttons be? Along this wall?
They'd be along this wall here.
That would be cool.
So probably just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's mirrored to compared to what I set up. But you have.
But you can figure it out, right?
Oh sure, yeah. Take me another hour and a half of my life, but I'll figure it out. You could do it on the other side if you prefer. This side seems to have kind of...
I think I have more room on the side that you're on. And it won't interfere with the other tower. The next door neighbor.
The next door neighbor, Ruben's huge-a-majig. Okay, alright, so we'll put it down here. If you want to go ahead and put the elevator shaft in place and run the openings to the various floors, I'll start working on the redstone. I'm going to have to go back and forth like a million times. Maybe make some screenshots. Hey, Crower. What's up, man? Alright, I'm going to head back to my base. I'm going to grab all of my redstone and whatever else I think we might need. Offload a bunch of inventory, and we'll get started on this. Hey, this place got flattened. Ruben has flattened more things. Ruben, don't start on another skyscraper until you finish your previous one. New rule. You only get to be working on one skyscraper at a time.
Lord. Plus other people might want to build around here too.
That's possible. I think I might do a some kind of glass tower, some kind of modern
That would be cool.
thing. Or maybe like a ziggurat or something. I do like my manor. Although it really needs an interior. Let's see. All right, put this away, and put this away, and put this away, and put this and this and this and all of this away. Put all the wood away, and I'm just gonna try to clear out as much inventory space as I can for this. Is this my random chest? This is my foodstuffs chest, I suppose. I'll have to put some frames on these, but I only just got a couple cows thanks to Joker, so don't have much leather yet. Why what? What was the question? Do not mess with RubeCorp. It's not a thing. Ruben just likes starting huge buildings. Okay, so I'm going to grab, I think, either andesite or diorite as the main building material for the internal structure so that it stands out. And we don't get confused about what's part of the building and what's part of the elevator structure, assuming I can find some. Let's go check the supply depot. If it's anywhere, it's likely to be there. I could also just use cobblestone or something if I have to. But, you know, when you're actually building survival, it kind of gets hard to keep track of what's what sometimes. Somebody slept. We have a plug-in that makes it daytime if one person sleeps. Here we go. Diorite, redstone, more diorite. Yeah, check out /map if you want to see some of the rest. It's still very early days for this server. It hasn't been around very long, so there's still plenty of room left to build. I stole a quartz blocks from you, apparently. Joker, if you're wondering where it went, it's in my inventory for some reason. And more redstone. What else did we have? We had 5, I think 6 sticky pistons, so that's not too bad. Then we're going to need 10 regular pistons, which those are cheap, so that doesn't matter. There are no repeaters in there. I mean, there are no comparators in there, so we don't have to worry about quartz. And maybe half a dozen repeaters.
I have redstone, and iron, and some wood in the build chest.
Why are you not going to build a house on this server, Crower? I don't have a whole lot of redstone, so I might need some.
I have a bunch, so there's redstone in the chest for you, and iron, and some wood.
Great, cool. Why would you? Okay, well, hard to argue with that. That kind of fatalism is, well, nihilism is, I think, the term. Well, you can be a nomad. Hey, Hantos, how you doing, man? If you need some stuff to help you get started out, Hantos, just give us a holler. Did you just build a flat platform on top of the trees again? You did. You totally just built a flat platform on top of the trees again. Okay, so that's about
Whoops.
right.
I fell on your head.
Ow. I don't even have a helmet on. My poor noggin. Oh, where did you put the build chest?
Sorry, it's right out here. I don't know if it'd be easier for it to be right here, where you're going to be kind of over here. What else do you need? Oh wait, there's probably not anything. Yeah, there is. There's more redstone.
Yeah, I just put my stuff in here as well. So
okay,
this I think is a good start. If we need anything else, it's not going to be a lot. It shouldn't be too hard to come by. So the way I have that set up is that there is a.
I'm going to give you a little more room.
Sorry.
I'm going to give you some more room to work right here. I'm just going to tear out this dirt and then I'll terraform back when it's done.
Gotcha. Let me real quick and make sure I'm not screwing this up right from the start. So the redstone line is going to be at ground level, which means you're going to need some kind of, I guess, molding for the front. We'll leave that out for now. That's not like the primary concern right this second.
Do we need to move the elevator block one more back so that it? Because I think you might be getting into my
Let's take a look here, because so the power line, the reset line is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. But I need to run it underground somewhere, and I could theoretically maybe run it back.
Yeah, you need to go. You need to go another block back.
All right, we'll just move everything back then. Elevator's not powerful enough. Yes, we know. Thank you. So if we're gonna run it back, just put it in the deeper hole, and we'll put a slab on top of it, or a solid block. It doesn't matter at that point. Right there.
Whee!
So that'll be the base of the elevator. That means that this can stay if we move the buttons back. Okay,
We gotta move the buttons. We can hollow this out, yeah.
Well, so what I'm thinking is we do an indentation here.
Yeah.
And this is just kind of decorative, but it helps me work out where exactly the lines are going to be. This is obviously not going to be identical to the sample build.
It's alright.
But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the buttons could be up against the wall here, and then you can just have a regular pillar here if you want, or you could take the wood out here and have it kind of line up a little bit better. Either way is fine. That's not something you need to worry about right now, obviously. So this right here is where the signal line runs, the reset signal. I'm going to go ahead and put that down for starters because that's immutable, more or less.
So I am gonna have to get off of here. I have to adult one more day before break.
One more day of adulting.
Yes,
Oh no!
There is a bed downstairs if you need to sleep.
Appreciate it. All right, hang in there. Hope your last day is at least restful.
Thank you. Good night, fellas.
Take it easy. So we're gonna just keep working on the basics for this, I think, and then what I think we'll do is, in a little bit, we'll head over to Toy Box for a couple rounds. The cave, like just a completely unspecified cave. Any old cave will do nicely, thank you. I need some smooth stone. Are you having a nice swim, Crower? Crower's getting fit. Gotta stay in shape. Alright, I'll go grab some smooth stone, or just some buttons. I want to use stone buttons because wooden buttons have different timing. No, wait, I want to use wooden buttons because stone buttons have different timing. Derp. I mean, both of those statements are accurate, obviously. Excellent, very good, and then we need to start working at the back. So I'm gonna tear the decor out here. I feel like I'm the wrecking crew right now, but this can always be put back later. As far as mechanisms go, this is actually really similar to the cart station design that you may have seen before. It's just a series of latching repeaters. It's just, the design is very different because this is vertical. But the idea is basically exactly the same. So, The actual shaft is going to start here. You can tell that that's the elevator because it keeps pushing me off. Which means we need a vertical going up from here all the way to the top, and that means I'm going to need... I'm not sure what material, but for now I'm going to go with stone brick, and if Joker wants something else, Joker can change it pretty easily. Anybody else building cool stuff today? Thank you for sleeping, whoever slept. Remember guys, I'm Stately, this is Played-Out1MC3.com. If you like watching me stream, do please consider giving me a follow on Twitch or sub on YouTube. And don't forget to tune in daily around 6 Pacific to watch me design elevators, or whatever. You can mine pretty much anywhere, Hantos. I would suggest getting some food and wandering out a couple hundred blocks, just so that you don't end up running into other people's mine shafts. But you don't need to worry too much. There's still an awful lot of unexplored terrain out there. That ain't gonna be enough. Alright, I'll have to do a little bit of digging, and I haven't really set down any furnaces here yet. I'm planning on doing a small semi-auto here. You have an inventory full of sand? For a glass tower? Is that what you're thinking? Ah, check. Yeah, I think I might do some kind of glass tower as well. I always like the idea, but I've never quite gotten around to doing anything with it. We used a lot of cobblestone yesterday on the on the farms, so might have to do a little bit of digging. Well, mine's gonna be nicer. So there. If you're watching, by the way, and you have no idea what I'm talking about with the elevators, we have the elevator shop over here where you can actually buy the blocks. That's what the elevator does. You create an elevator shaft and it'll push you up to the top of the shaft and then neatly push you out in a direction that's available. And they're not expensive. They're like about $1 each, so no more messing around with weird zipper piston elevators or stuff like that. The reason I made that block in the first place was that every time a new version of Minecraft came along, all of the old elevator designs just invariably broke, and it was a ginormous pain in the ass. So I didn't want to have to keep redesigning elevators for different versions. So now we just have a unified elevator block. Yeah, we are out of cobblestone, folks. It's unfortunate but true. Let's do a little bit of mining. You never know, we might find something good along the way. Do I have some dirt now? Yeah, still not enough. That hole there bugs me. But, you know, we haven't really done a whole lot of decorating in the starter town yet. There's some trees, stuff like that, so it's not all terrible or anything. But I'm not going to worry too much about a couple of dirt blocks being in the wrong place. And you know what? Maybe I'll just start here, and it could be a public mine. A lot of people want public mines, so I can just do some digging here and kill two birds with one stone, so to speak. I'm reaching the part of the game server where I'm starting to feel like I'm lagging behind with my technology. I mean, yes, I have a diamond pick, but it's unenchanted and it feels slow and irksome. And I'm still wearing iron gear, which is almost broken. So one of these streams I'm going to have to spend some time getting an enchanting table set up and grind up some XP and get some good gear. Hell, Silk Touch would save me a lot of time here too. But it's right there in the name of the game. You got to do some mining occasionally. If you want to join us, played.1mc3.com is the URL. We have been running Minecraft servers since 2015. We have dedicated high-end hardware, several different servers. This is our vanilla PvE SMP server. It's basically just vanilla survival with some simple modifications to make it more tenable as a public multiplayer server. There's protections and rollback and grief prevention and stuff like that. A couple of new features like the elevators and other heads that do things. There are loot crates that have magic heads in them. It's all cosmetic though, with some very few exceptions. You know, we have some working dice and just cutesy things. But feel free to join us. The server is only about 3 weeks old. I mean, the world. So there's still plenty of new stuff to discover and plenty of cool places to build and mine. Excellent. Good stuff. So I think I'm probably getting close to having what I need. Let's check. That's the wrong button. Oh, really? 3 stacks only? I can come back for more if I need it. I don't have a whole lot of patience for mining right now. If anybody wants to work on this, make it into more of a palatable looking public mine, feel free. Public mine doesn't need a whole lot, obviously. You just, you know, mine. You need a hole, and that's it. Check in on our crops. Remember, guys, if you encounter any crops that are not protected, you are free to harvest them as long as you replant. And conversely, if you have your own crops and you don't want people to be able to harvest them, you can simply put in a protection ticket and we'll protect it so that only you can use it. Although we obviously like it better when people share their crops. It's more convenient for new players to actually have access to some food. But you're not obligated. Ah, poop. This is cobble. I need smooth stone. I need to cook this stuff first. SMRT smart. Oh, yeah, I can see my house from here. I never realized until high school Latin that I can see your house from here is actually an old Roman threat. It's not just, hey, I can see your house from here. Caesar was threatening to invade. He said, hey, I'm so close to you, I can see your house from here, so you better watch out. That amused me. It tickled my fancy as a young man. Other things tickle my fancy too as a young man, but we don't need to talk about that right now. Probably shouldn't even brought it up. Okay. Furnace. Furnace. Let's see what the fuel situation is. Right? Useful history lesson right there. Don't say you never learned anything useful from watching me play Minecraft. I have no fuel. Alright, well, I have 1 bucket. Poop. I brought all of my iron over to Joker's place. No, I didn't. So we'll just get a couple of lava buckets. The nether is not far. What do you sell in here, Record? I have books. You sell books. It's actually useful. I need books because I don't have an enchanting station set up. 5 Q-Bucks for 19 books. That doesn't seem bad. That seems like a reasonable price. Might swing by and pick some up later on. Hey guys, if you're watching and you haven't already, consider giving me a follow on Twitch or sub on YouTube. I'm still not internet famous for some reason. I'm beginning to think there must have been some kind of oversight. Because I'm about 200,000 followers short of internet famous. Cool, Hantos. Feel free to just use it as your personal mine for now. I'll come back at some point and put in stairs. Or you can do it if you want to. Let's see. Oh. I haven't seen this tunnel before. Let's go check it out. Let's see. I suspect Birds' tunnel because he's living in a cave in the jungle, so he's likely to have jungle wood and leaves. This is nice looking though, Birds. I don't know if you're on. But if you are, this looks great. Take a quick peek. Alright, Crower, take it easy. Can't type while I'm in a portal, but take it easy. Yeah, this is Birds' place. He made a cave for himself over there. Is that an ocelot? That's an ocelot. Oh, do I have string? No. Fish? No. If anybody's looking for an ocelot, there's one right in front of Birds' place. I don't have the resources right now to go after it, much as I'd like to. They're a pain in the ass to find, so if you run into one, a lot of times it's a good idea to just try to tame it then and there. This is sandstone. It looks very white. I think it's just because of the other colors around it, but it makes the sandstone look almost like marble. Anyways, I'm here for some lava, not to look at Birds' place. It's a welcome change. Yeah, hey, if I had some, I'd be fishing myself right now. And I think I'm not going to Dreamhaven, but as long as I can get to a lava source, I don't much care. No one sleep, please. Someone sleep, please. Okay, you guys are going to have to work that one out yourself. But look at me, I'm not sleeping. I'm in the nether. I'm scooping up lava for fuel. Really? GG. Go me. Hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot, hot. They use X. Nice to see some new players on today. Good to see you guys. Easy geese. Don't mind me, just passing through with buckets of lava. Imagine every time you wanted to cook, you had to go to hell and get some lava. I'm gonna put an eviction notice on that building up there. So if you're watching and you built that, please either pretty it up or tear it down. I'm not usually one to like tear down builds, but nice. Parrots are cool. But low effort dirt builds in heavily trafficked places I will occasionally take down. And, you know, incompleted builds. Incomplete builds, not incompleted. What do I got here and why? This is my only shulker box. One of these days we're going to have to make another excursion to the end. You are a parrot, so yeah, I think you need a parrot. If you get like 2 parrots, you can keep them on your shoulders and you can be some kind of Cerebrus parrot. Joker's tree farm? Let's go take a look. Let's take a look. My smooth stone is still cooking anyway. Not much I can do until I at least have that. So we can take a quick trip over to Joker's tree farm. Now you have 3 parrots. There you go. And they can be your minions. What is this? Maybe she's working on it? This looks pretty regular. Mostly just Ruben chopping stuff down. Right. This is all just in a day or so. Let's see. What happened here? I think maybe this is a failed rollback. That looks like it might be what happened. Yeah, something got rolled back here that shouldn't have. No, I mean, look at this. It's very regular. And I really think that something got rolled back improperly. So I'll leave a message for Joker to check it out. It looks like but it's also possible that she's just in the middle of changing some stuff. I don't know for sure. Because the only problem here is there are holes in the dirt, right? Everything else is fine, except somebody didn't replant. But this is all just, you know, missing dirt. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll just go ahead and fix it in the assumption that whatever happened was either by accident or brief. / replace air grass should do the trick. There we go. Why am I doing this? I'm not sure. But I need to not be in mod mode. Alright guys, that's just about gonna have to do it for today. I mean, I got the elevator designed. I didn't get it built, but I got it designed. That's a start, right? I think next stream we'll spend some time on our modded server. Remember, guys, today's the last day you can vote for the new modded mod pack for our second modded server. So go over to Discord, and if you're a member, do that. Plan is still to have the new modded server up and running by the weekend. Hey, Spinner Lord, you just caught the tail end of the stream here, but welcome. 2 hours to design an elevator. Well, that's not too bad. I'm pretty pleased with the result. So yeah, join us on Discord and check in on the voting for the modded server. Yeah, you're just in time for the end. Don't do that, Hantos. And that's it. That's all I got. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Take it easy. Stately out.